New Jersey and all this toxic fighting with families. I just think it's not the direction they're going.
I know. I think it's
And
okay when the girls are fighting with each other, but once the family comes into it, it gets so much deeper and it cuts different. And I don't like that.
And I do think Teresa would literally freak the fuck out if Kathy were back. I mean, then it's almost like this
Right.
isn't fair. This isn't fair. You're
This
getting rid
isn't
of
fair.
Melissa to bring on Kathy, and people don't like this toxic nature. So I just think it's not the direction they're going to go. I just think Kathy, she sells the cannoli, she has the cookbook. Look, it's a great booking. I think it's a great appearance for her. I don't, to be honest with you, I don't really think Kathy is sitting at home waiting to come back.
I don't think,
I don't think she wants to come back.
no, I think they've all really settled into their regular home lives and they're very happy and content. And we don't need to, let's not disturb the peace here. I think it's good like it is. We just need fresh new faces, kind of like a RHONJ reboot.
And I love
Personally.
that she has no interest in walking across the street to say hi to Melissa. I mean, what good would come from that? They're going to go out for drinks and sit there and talk about Teresa for 7 hours. That does not sound like fun to me.
Yeah. I think that would be the topic of conversation. And when Teresa went out with, what is it? With Jacqueline, it didn't seem
Yes.
real. It seemed like she was just there for, I don't know. It didn't seem
And
like
now
anything was happening.
she had Jacqueline on her podcast. So maybe they really are. Teresa's in this
Maybe they are.
weird. Next week when you are back, we will announce. We have an announcement, major announcement that you'll be announcing. Okay.
Big announcement. I think it'll do us all good. I
I'm
think,
excited for it.
yes, I think this one will be big. We're getting a bigger stage, guys. Okay.
I am excited. I was ready to announce it today, but you know what? I'm not going anywhere. So next week sounds just as great as can be. And I do think this is a good place to announce it because I think this audience will be following you there.
I do think so too. I do think so. And wait, I wanted to ask you about RHONJ,
Yes.
the old RHONJ reunion. I don't really get what is happening. Is it just going to be an episode where they all are reunited, or is it more of like a reunion setting?
Is that what's happening? I thought that RHONJ was just coming from Peacock girls trip to Bravo.
To Bravo.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
But I saw something and then I skipped over it. And I also was very confused because I was just at Luann's house for dinner. Like I know
Yes.
Luann out here. I don't think the RHONJ original girls are in the mix. I think that announcement,
Okay.
which I think was mostly by Kelly Bensimon on her social, I think, or maybe even by Bravo, is that legacy. I know I actually hate when they're doing that because every time they do
Yeah.
that, you're like, this is literally the same thing we already watched. I think Legacy Girls Trip RHONJ is coming to Bravo for everyone who didn't see it on Peacock, which is really nothing new.
Okay, yes, because I
See?
wrote this down. Okay, I was very confused as well. I have on August 11th, RHONJ Legacy airs. I don't know what it meant, but I put it in my calendar and I was just thinking, I gotta ask
It is a
you about this.
big nothing burger. It is the same. I saw that and I had to read it a few times. It is the same legacy that was on Peacock will now be shown on Bravo. And they're making a big deal out of this because I
Such a big
think
deal.
they don't have much else at the moment.
So it's RHONJ, it's the Ultimate Girls
Legacy.
Trip
Yeah, the
Legacy.
one member with Kristen Tateman and that whole thing that we already saw that's
The
come
whole
and
thing we already
gone.
saw. It's nothing new. Oh my God. The way that I thought
Nothing.
it was gonna be this whole new thing. Uh,
Nothing.
that's wow.
Nothing
That's
new. We're just bringing it onto Bravo and we're making it like this is because they did the same thing with Miami when it was on Peacock.
okay.
They said, now we're going to show this on Bravo. So Bravo needs some programming here in August. And we are
They really do.
taking RHONJ Girls Trip, which they're hoping enough people did not watch, and they're going to put it on Bravo. But yes, nothing is being refilmed. Nothing new.
It's a nothing burger. The way I got so
Nothing
excited,
burger.
but
This one's a nothing burger. I don't think we're going back to the RHONJ original girls. Maybe ever. I'm sorry to say.
God,
I'm
I
sorry
love.
to say this. I'm just going down the list and looking at each of them and just,
Yeah,
I gotta be honest. I think Bravo's moved on in another direction.
They've moved on. They really have. I just saw Aaron. I love watching the new RHONJ girls, but my heart will always be with old RHONJ. And it's just because, you know, watching Sonia sell her townhouse, I could watch that a million times. I could watch anything about Sonia's townhouse. I could watch Luann hooking up with pirates.
I got to get
It was great.
into this new Roni. I got to get into it. The first season did not do for me what it did for many others.
Yes. So hopefully by the second season, you'll be brought around.
I'm going to be brought around. I'm hoping.
Okay.
It can't be worse. It just was boring. I was just bored, honestly. I was like,
It can't be.
these women are not friends. And
Right. That was kind of hard.
I'm not into this.
I think that was the hardest thing to wrap your head around, is that they don't all have a history. They didn't all hook up with the same man, Harry Dubin. You know, they didn't have
No
some
history.
history.
And they
But I
travel
think
in
they're
different
building.
circles. They're like
Yeah.
building. They're building.
Yeah, I think they're in the building process, and probably by season 3 we'll have an actual friendship that has evolved. But they hang out together, but it's not like we want to see, you know. Jessel would never be in the same circle as Aaron, which would never be in the
No.
same circle as Sai. So
And it's
but
filmed. It's like ready to be seen. Someone asked Sai
yeah,
on her Instagram the other day, and she was like, I can't say anything, but like, we're done. It's filmed. And it seemed like she
wow,
knew the release date probably soon, like maybe
yeah.
October. Let's not forget Salt Lake. I think Salt Lake is going to be September. I think that's the next thing we're going to announce.
Yes. And now that, even though
I'm
they
going to
don't have
watch.
as
I
much
don't have
history, yeah, I'm
Monica.
gonna watch. I'm gonna
I'm
watch.
going to watch. They got rid of Monica, but that's okay. I'm going to still
They,
watch.
I think there's some they're keeping her in like a special vault locked up, and they're gonna bring her back. It's
Listen, if this season sucks, they need to do that, right? Heather Gay has a new
right.
book coming out. Where can everyone find you who wants to follow you? We will be announcing this next week, but where can everyone find you?
Yes, at Andrea Lopez Comedy, and you can book me on Cameo. I had a pretty big video. It was the Teresa and Larsa going all over the world, and that
Oh,
sparked some fun little cameos. So thank you guys for booking. If you are involved in the bookings, I appreciate it. But it was a silly little
interesting.
video. It was a silly little video that I didn't think would do well, but those are the ones that do the best. So
You're killing it. You are killing it.
thank you. You as
All from
well.
a Larsa. Yes, Teresa and Larsa went all over the world. They were in Dubai. They were at Vicky's meltdown over the family van. I don't even know where else they were. They were, I think, in, the Luann and the bushes, but they went all
Yes.
over the world, this Larsa and this Teresa.
I'm making it part 2, and I just put us between Bethany's legs when she was mentioning it all. I said, that's perfect.
And let me tell you, that Larsa was very appreciative. I don't know if that Larsa was in the comment section. She was loving her life.
She really was. She was like, I am everywhere now. Thank you, Teresa. We gotta
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
Teresa will get you everywhere.
Teresa will get you everywhere. I cannot wait for the second video. Next week, we'll do this big announcement. Thank you for waking
Yeah.
up and doing this.